This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is the game of the week, and the anticipation, the energy have been building. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Terrapins will have first and 10 here. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
They'll kick it away here. Well, he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Second down, they're going to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Looking for the wideout. Who makes the grab? They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense, and then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Buckeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on fourth down.
He's got it near the end zone. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. The Buckeyes line up with a first and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning. Gets a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. And the single back takes the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, Not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Pass caught down at the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made on the right side. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Got him. He's sacked. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 4th down, they won't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. It'll be a 34-yard try. This one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Terrapins will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yes, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
Hand off to the single back. Runs through the defender.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he finds his target. He has the first. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, athletic hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. And the Terrapins starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He's found some room at the 45. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Here's the second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The gain makes it second and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. A quick throw out left, complete. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. A handoff to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And the interception will end it, the final play of the ballgame. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically,